Welcome back to haslipcycleworks, guys. I'm Robert, and today we're going to be talking about a really cool group of products from a couple different guys that I found that you can use to practice welding on and have something cool to show for it afterwards. Alright, to show you what I'm talking about, when you guys are looking for something to, whether it's TIG, MIG, or whatever the process may be, to practice welding on, what do you normally do? You probably grab some scrap metal, or you buy some offcuts, like I get these from eBay. They're 11 gauge stainless steel. They're easy to weld on. They come pretty clean. Pay 20 bucks for a couple of them shipped. And you weld on them, you cut them, you weld on them some more, and before you know it, you end up with something that looks a lot like this. Well, yeah, don't judge me. And then you get a little creative and you start cutting some shapes out, and then you just start welding random crap together. And then what do you do with that once you're done? You usually throw it away because it's not good for anything. So, what if there was a way that you could practice your welding with, whether it's MIG, TIG, whatever the process is that you want to use, do it relatively inexpensively. You're not going to pay any more for what I'm about to show you than you would if you bought some offcuts from eBay or your local scrap place. And what if I told you once you were done practicing your welds on these pieces, they could be a gift, they could be a centerpiece, they could be a paperweight, whatever you want to do with them. But they will be something that looks cool, and as long as you do your part and do the welding, it's going to look pretty sweet. And like I said, you could gift it to somebody, you could put it on your desk and be proud of it. So I'm going to show you a couple examples from two different guys that I found. I was actually surprised at how hard it was to find like welding projects, like stuff that's already cut, ready to go, and all it needs is to be welded, and you got your practice in and you had something cool to show for it. These are inexpensive enough that if you do screw it up while you're welding, you're not out that much. So let me show you what we got. The first thing I'm going to show you is from Bill Mullens. I found this guy on Instagram, and as you can see, I'm not going to count them out on camera, but just trust me, it's 20 pieces, and this is Bill's card. And of course, I will have links to everything in the description. This is what I have gotten from Bill, and they are a 20-sided die. It may look complicated, but it's not that bad, trust me. As long as you follow the pattern, you tack weld on the back and fold it over, and then do your full welds on the front, you won't have any problems. But this is just one of the examples from Bill Mullens. He has a bunch of stuff, and he does more than just the DIY weld kits. He's got so much stuff on his Instagram page, it's not even funny. He's got some awesome equipment. He makes some cool stuff for us. Slide that out. Now, the next one is actually from a guy I found on Instagram, and his name is BearMetalPlasma. I stumbled across him because I was actually looking for this. Now this is a two-piece punisher. As you can see, there's some separation there. And it comes to you all cut out. All you have to do is finish it if you choose to finish it, or leave it raw, however you want to do it, and then run your hardware in the back. Saw this, had to have it. He does these in multiple sizes. He can pre-finish these for you. Awesome dude. He just like Bill, he's got a bunch of stuff that he offers. And the DIY that I found through him is just a standard dice already cut, has the holes in it. So all you need to do is, once you receive it, and this is true for both BearMetalPlasmas and Bill Mullens stuff, once you get it, you clean it up and you start tacking and start welding together. What I'm going to do is go ahead and get these parts cleaned up. I'm going to hit them with a wire wheel, wipe them down with some acetone, and then we're going to go through and we're going to weld these together, and I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. Now, I know what some of you are saying. You know I have a plasma, and I've got a certified plasma table, but my plasma cutting skills aren't up to par with Bill's or BearMetal's CNC plasma tables. So yeah, I could cut something up and take it together. Is it gonna look as good as this? No, I'm not good at freehand stuff, and even using a straight edge, yeah, still requires a lot of finishing. So by the time I buy the materials, power up the plasma, run the compressor, and if I do enough of it, replace the consumables on a plasma, I could have bought several sets of each of these. So just for practice stuff, this is definitely the way to go. Now, don't look too closely at these welds. Remember I said practice. So I probably should have taken a little more time to line up all the parts. Yeah, but other than that, pretty sweet. So you've got probably 2 feet of weld all together around this thing. So it's a decent amount of practice. Now, for the sake of the length of this video, I'm not going to do the kit from Bill. Don't want this video to be too long, but I will post up some pictures on our social media page of these. Just to reiterate, this cool 3D object that you can gift to someone was just a couple bucks more than a couple sheets of this. No brainer. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this one here, guys. Until next time, get up, get out there and do it.